Hello, fourth graders, and welcome to our grammar lesson on prefixes. And I'm wondering if you've heard of a prefix before. And maybe the prefix pre will give you a clue as to what a prefix is. A prefix is a group of letters that are added to the beginning of a word. The letters change the meaning of the word. And once we get through this lesson, you're going to see that you use prefixes all the time, whether or not you've realized that you're doing it. So have a think. What is a prefix? Read this definition again so you have it clear in your head. A prefix is a group of letters added to the beginning of a word, and those letters change the meaning of the word. And we're going to look at some examples today that you are then going to use and practice with on the Google form. Here is the first prefix we're going to look at. We're going to look at the word reread. And actually, for our reading lessons this week, we've been talking about going back and rereading. So this word is not unfamiliar to you, but we know what read means, right? Read means we are using our eyes to look along letters and words and make meaning. So we know what read means. But when we put the prefix re on the front, it kind of makes a new word. So re plus read equals reread. So our prefix is re. What does reread mean? Read means to make meaning from our eyes reading letters and words. To reread means to what? Go back and do it again. Yeah. So how did the prefix re change the meaning? Maybe you're already thinking that re means again. So whenever you see that prefix re, it means again. So when you see reread, it means read again. Whenever you see re, it means again. Keep that in mind because you're going to use this when you practice this on the Google form with some re words. So if re means again, what do each of these words mean? Rewrite. Write it again. Redo. Do whatever you did again. Replay. Play it again. And I don't know about you, but when I was in around second, third, fourth grade, my teacher always asked me to redo my handwriting practice. I rewrote and I redid a lot of my writing because it was so untidy. And I got used to hearing the prefix re because I would have to rewrite and redo. And maybe you're asked to clean your bedroom and you say, I'm done. And an adult in your house says, go and redo that and do it properly. So re means again. Okay, rewrite, redo, replay. Now we have another prefix, and it's this pre one. Okay, so we've got preview. We know what view means. View means to look at something or to see it. So if we have preview, that makes a new word. What does preview mean? Well, it's like you look at something before. You're looking at it before something else. So the prefix kind of changes the meaning because pre means before. So when you watch a preview on a DVD or at the movie theater, a preview would be you'd view something before the main event or before everyone else got to see it. So pre means before. Okay, keep that one in mind too. Because if pre means before, what do each of these words mean? Preheat, pre-test, and preschool. Well, often with a recipe, you're asked to preheat the oven. And that means before you put the meal in that you're going to cook, you need to heat the oven before you put the food in. Otherwise, you're putting the food into a cold oven. And it's going to take a while to heat up. So you preheat. You heat the oven before you put the food in. Pre-test. That means let's see what you know before we teach the unit. preschool. This is somewhere you go before you start kindergarten and official school, right? Because pre means before. Okay, let's look at another one. Disagree. Well, we know that agree means that you have the same idea or the same thought. But if you put dis on the front, it makes a new word. So disagree, you know, straight away means you do not agree. So dis means not or the opposite. So if we put dis on the front of the word, it changes the meaning to say not this. So disorganized means not organized. Disappear means you can't see it, it doesn't appear. Dislike means you do not like carrots or whatever it is that you dislike. Okay, so it means not or the opposite. So dis, keep that in mind because the next prefix also means the same thing. So this here we've got un plus tied equals untied. Let's say my shoelace is untied. Well, tied means attached or fastened with string or cord. But if something is untied, then it's unfastened or unattached. It's not fastened or attached. So un also means not or the opposite. So dis and un both kind of have that not or the opposite meaning. So if un means not, what do each of these words mean? Unhappy. Are you happy? No, because un means not. If the door is locked and you unlock, is the door locked? No, because un means not. If a story is believable, you would believe it because it seems real. If a story is unbelievable, you're like, that cannot be true because un means not. Okay? Okay, so because you know these prefixes now, you know re means again, you know pre means before, and you know that dis and un both mean not. So if we can use what we know to make a new word with prefixes and root words. So if we were to make the word for right before, now before, what prefix is before? Pre. So we would say pre-right instead of right before, using our prefix pre and right as our root word. Okay. Not real. Now we're going to have to use one of our prefixes that means not. And remember there's un and dis. Unreal or disreal? Unreal. Yep, unreal sounds better. It's more common. You don't say disreal. Look again. So again, that's that re. Okay, we're going to re-look at something. We're going to re-look. We're going to look again. And the opposite of disrespect, the opposite of respect, I just gave it away, is disrespect. Okay. So there we've taken the knowledge we have about what prefixes mean. Pre means before, un means not, re means do something again, and dis means the opposite or not as well. Okay, so we have made a new word. And what you are going to do now is you are going to go to a Google form, fill in your name, and you are going to read some words and explain what they mean. What does this word mean? Rewrite. What does that mean? You're going to write again because re means again. Disagree. What does that word mean? Think about what dis means. Okay, because that prefix is giving you a clue. Unavailable. What does that word mean? What does the prefix un mean? Prepay. Pre, remember? Pre means before. Okay, so what does prepay mean? Disappear. What does that word mean? Reread, rethink, pre-cook, disbelief, and unreal. So there's 12 words there for you to write the meaning of using what you know about prefixes before you submit. And that is your grammar lesson on prefixes today.